Welcome back, commanders and friends, and today I kind of wanted to do a sort of update follow-through video for Vancouver and let you know about a few things that will be changing and you don't need to kind of worry about so much. Now, recently I made a video talking about turrets and just how strong they were against all those ground units, and I hadn't even mentioned sea units. Now, with regards to the sea units, you can in fact place your turrets on water. This is both land and sea turrets, I believe. So as you can see, we've got the field turret here, also can go on water. Now, with regards to this, guys, you can indeed plant them on the water, but they will be reduced the same way everything else is reduced. The same way your base HP gets reduced when you're on water, the same way your naval stuff, your walls, everything gets reduced when you are on water. The same is going to happen with turrets. Turrets will receive a little bit of a much lower firepower, much lower HP compared to when they are on land. So I did just obviously want to let you know that you don't need to worry as much regarding, oh my god, they're going to be super overpowered. They are reduced. But not only are they reduced on the sea, but as we can see here from this message from the system here, that after promptly investigating, we identified two main issues. The commander troops were dealing less damage to turrets than intended, and an error occurred in determining the highest rank of commanders' units in the conquest map. So, long story short, they were very overpowered, which we could see in the video that I made, and they are addressing this issue, which means by the time the main servers enter the Vancouver map, this should now be fixed. It should be fixed, and basically, long story short, we should now see a difference to probably be more like the Cairo ones rather than having super OP ones. So yeah, I think this is good because obviously, again, I didn't have the strongest units, especially on this account, but overall, I think that the damage they dealt at the time was absolutely insane. So it's nice to see that, you know, they do have a update coming out to fix and address the issues of the fact that they were super overpowered. Now, with regards to, you know, these units, we can tell that being on land and sea, it's definitely going to make a more versatile situation. It's completely different to Cairo, because Cairo can only be on land in your own area or in inactive areas, whereas this can be on land and sea. So please let me know down below what you think about the fact that you can use these turrets on both land and sea. And of course, the drones do depend on your level as well. So as you can see here, I have got a grade 13 howitzer, so therefore my drones are grade 13. Now, the really good thing about drones, which I don't think I mentioned this in my previous videos, is that these drones can actually go pretty much anywhere on the map as long as it is open. So I can, for example, just send my drones. I could send all 3 drones right here. They're kind of like units. They're your own like separate little units. I can send them anywhere I want, and they could just sit there for a long time until I find something that I wish to like strike. So then when I find a unit or an enemy or a turret to take out, you know, they're there, they could be in close proximity. I don't have to leave them in my base until I want to attack. It could be done at any moment in time. So I think that's one cool thing. As I said, the drones are limited depending on your actual, you know, grade level. Definitely a nice little update. I haven't heard about anything being too OP when it comes to the operation expertise. I haven't seen anyone, you know, really talk about how OP the rest of the stuff is along these lines. But if I do hear anything, I'll obviously let Lilith and yourself know about these concerns. But let me know down in the comments, guys. Are you looking forward to Vancouver? I personally am. I think that, you know, it's something different. Maybe once we've played it once, I'll be able to give you even more information. But as of right now, guys, it does seem, you know, very similar to Agency, but, you know, with the building of the turrets, the building and all these different little expertise things, it does feel a little bit more like Cairo and these other places. The map itself, guys, I did want to talk to you and ask about the map. What do you think of the map? Because although the middle is sea-based, a lot of it is still land. You know, we haven't got a 100% C map yet, which I'm wondering if they will eventually make that, where it is just the C and only the C. I doubt it, because I think that a lot of people would not be happy with that, you know, because they've been working so hard on all their ground units and all stuff like that. Also, we received an update recently saying, and Lilith in their own words said, that the C units will be able to interact with air units very soon. Now, that could literally be 6 months. I don't know. I don't know what their version of very soon is, but yeah, in a dev response from them, they said that it will be very soon. So that could be even potentially within 1 to 2 months time. So 1 or 2 more L4s and we could see the interaction of air units and naval units. And I still think that's a little bit too soon in my personal opinion, because let's be honest, the highest we can really get a unit now as a free-to-play player, you're looking at maybe 8.1 maxed, okay? And in fact, no, you can get an 8.1 maxed as a free-to-play player, but you can't get an 8.2 maxed. But with air units, you could get almost a 9.2 maxed unit, almost, not 100%. You can max a 9.1, so that is a big difference between the naval and the air right now. As a free-to-play player, obviously play players are a bit different, they probably have everything maxed. So let me know, do you think it is too soon to actually interact these two together? Because I would love to know your opinion. Along with this update, guys, there is 2 new things coming out. The first one being that Ruslan's Cash is returning. This is the sort of wheel spin where you can basically try and get a hold of some, you know, museum coupons, which for the fact it's free, obviously you can spend a lot of money on it, but you can get a couple of museum coupons. The average person normally gets around level 2, maybe level 3 if they're lucky. But obviously if you're spending money and you want to risk it to go up to the higher ones, you can. But I do know that my alliance leader as free to play got super lucky and managed to get the 800 as a free to play. So, you know, it happens. So I guess overall, nice little event. You could obviously find that here on the main page. But yeah, I would say the biggest new thing coming, guys, is a new skin set. A new skin set for the destruction of your base. It has returned. It's the Astral Link base effects. Now, before with the base effects, we only had these ones here, which was the classic. So we had obviously the Dragon Roar, the Dragon Airlift, and the Dragon Construction. But there is a brand new one which is returning, and it is the Astral one. And now you can get it as a complete combo, which I think is kind of crazy. So as you can see here, this is the base destruction. You've seen it before, guys. It's not too new. Then you also have the Astral Link, which again, most of you have seen before. And finally, you've also got the construction one. Now, this wasn't available in the museum before, but now you can get it on discount. So if you have the coupons available, you can get 5% base HP, you can get 3% garrison damage and 3% damage resist. And then if you get the full base set, guys, you'll get 4% HP, 2% base HP. So it's not as simple to get as it is the dragon one, because with the dragon one, you only have to get the dragon set and that's it. Whereas with this, you do have a couple of other extras. But there is also, by the looks of this, if we go to the base effects, there is a new airlift one here, and all of them for like the epic versions. So let's take a look at the epic versions now. It's like a wizardry magic thing, so that's kind of cool. I like my magic. So let's have a look here. We have got the new airlift. Is that books and money? It looks kind of cool if you ask me. I would have got this if I had like coupons available, but I did end up buying this one here on my main account, unfortunately, because that's all that was out at the time. So yeah, I mean, I think this one's pretty cool and I like it. But yeah, let me know, what do you guys think? So guys, one other thing I want to discuss very quickly is the updated battle reports. Now, I did make a YouTube short on this. I then made a second YouTube short on this because I got a little bit of information, not incorrect necessarily, but I didn't understand one part of it, which now I do. And as we can see here, the upgraded battle report from first looks kind of seems like we're not kind of understanding any individual information. But if we break it down by pressing this arrow here, you can tell exactly where your damage came from. So we can see skill damage, normal damage, and all stuff like that. And if we go to battle data, we can actually see each individual unit that you dealt damage to or that you took damage from. Same way with your base. We could go to the base, for example. As we can see here, our base damage came in looking like this. We took a lot more damage from the actual officer damage than we did the unit damage, which is normal when taking damage. But if we press battle data, it tells you everything here, you know, damage dealt, damage taken. So as you can see here, we see in all the information from the units that attacked us at that time. We can see most of the damage came from this one officer, and it tells you what their setup is. So you can now find out what everyone's setup is regardless. So there's no more secrecy. You can find out where that damage came from. You can maybe then replicate it, but everyone's information will now become available. It's all transparent. Everyone can kind of figure out where the damage came from, you know, and stuff like that. So as always, I hope this has obviously helped you. I think it's pretty cool. Let me know, what do you think? As always, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for all the love and support on the channel lately. You guys have been blowing up all the videos, so thank you. And think about dropping a like on the video and sharing it to your alliance. Let's see if we can get them involved in the conversations too. Hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.